Jason Nybeck here, the internet's #1 expert on building automated long-term traffic strategies and systems for your internet business. I want to talk to you today about what I would call the real secret of banner advertising and why it is such an awesome traffic source and why you can get so much good traffic from it, and one thing you can do to get some really cheap traffic. This is really cool. Here's the problem with banner advertising in a good way. The internet has exploded, right? Like as it becomes easier and easier and easier to create websites and blogs and so on and so forth, so many more people are creating so much more content that the internet is just loaded with content. And a lot of these people are creating content-based sites, like information-based sites, and they're having trouble monetizing them, right? They're just basically the only way they can make money off their sites in a lot of cases is AdSense ads or whatever, and very like contextual advertising and so on and so forth. And one problem they're having is they're really not making a lot of money. So what a lot of people have had to start do, or what they are starting to do, is they're starting to sell banner advertising space on their websites. And the beauty of this is in most markets, there's more of a supply than there is a demand, which is awesome when you're buying it, because you can usually in most markets, even big internet like the big markets, you can usually find the sites have ad space available, signs on them if they're selling advertising, and there's more people, they've got more ad space than they have advertisers. And the reason for that is multifold. Number one, there's just so many sites out there looking to sell advertising because they think it's a really easy way to make money, and it's a better alternative than getting people to click on those, maybe AdSense ads or something like that. And the other reason is because of the fact that advertisers turn over. You get a lot of advertisers who will try it for a month and they're like, nah, I don't really want to use your site, and so they quit. And so there's always a turnover of advertising on these little sites, which are not always so little. And so what that means is that you as an advertiser, if you're buying ad space, you can negotiate better deals. What I usually suggest is when you're, say you're buying an ad on a site and it's in your niche, and so let's just hypothetically say it's a blog and they want, let's say $50 a month, okay, and paid monthly. What you can do is you can buy it for the first month for $50, whatever they tell you, see if it converts. And then if it converts, you can go to them and say, you know what, your site converts, I really want to advertise on you, but we're going to have to look at maybe working out some deal here, $40 a month or something like that. Or if you can commit to paying for 3 months, right? Say, once you do your first month to see if it's going to convert, and you're like, yeah, I like this traffic, I know this is working, so on and so forth. Then what you do is you go to them and you say, okay, you know what? Instead of $50 a month, instead of $50 a month, how about I give you, excuse me, $120 for 3 months, and we just see how that works. And right there, boom, you've reduced your ad rate by 20%, something like that, right? 20%. And like I did that on a site. Well, it's worked out multiple times for me, but one of the coolest ones that I ever did it on was this guy was telling me, he's like, well, and he didn't have a lot of advertisers, right? So he tells me, okay, I'll $50 a month. I'm like, ooh, that's a little steep. I don't know about that. Well, how about 30? I'm like, oh, I just don't know. And I think I got him down to like $15 a month after. And I didn't really do anything. I wasn't like hard selling them. I was just, kind of being like, look, there's 100 other sites in this market I can buy advertising on. I'd love to make it work for both of us because you got a really good site. I like your visitors, so on and so forth. And they're like, oh, okay, well. And so I think I agreed to pay 3 months at a time. So gave him $45 or whatever it was, got my ad on there for 3 months, and it worked out real well. So try that. Don't try and use any kind of body slam negotiating techniques. Just be nice to the advertiser or the site owner. Say, I love your site. It's got great traffic, good visitors. I've been working with you for a month, but if we're going to make this thing work, I think this is a better way. And give them an option, right? It's $40 a month, 120 over 3 months, whatever it is, and then keep going from there. And you're going to find you're going to be able to start to get some really cheap traffic and build some really good relationships with people in your market that could lead to some other cool things. So get out there and try that. There's a ton of banner ad traffic in most markets, and it needs to be yours. So Now, what I want you to do is head over to snowballsecrets.com or go to the link at the very bottom of this page or in this video, and I want to send you a free video on how I was able to use the Snowball traffic system to get over 1.2 million visitors to my niche market websites and show you how you can use this really cool system as well, and using this totally automated traffic source, which also does contain banner advertising and a few other sources. Head over to the site, snowballsecrets.com, or the link below here, and I'm going to give you a free video. It's going to show you how to use the Snowball traffic system. Look forward to seeing you there. Take care.